Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down the incredible story behind one of humanity's most ambitious and, honestly, misunderstood structures, the Great Wall of China.
Okay, let's start with a number that is just mind-boggling. 21,196 kilometers. I mean, to even try and put that into perspective, you could travel from one end of India to the other 3 times, and you'd still have some wall left over. It's just massive.
And get this wasn't some quick construction job. We're talking about a colossal undertaking that spanned multiple dynasties for a mind-blowing 2,000 years.
But that achievement, it came at a truly immense human cost. We're talking an estimated 500,000 people, 500,000, who lost their lives building this thing.
So all these staggering numbers, they naturally bring up some really big questions, right? Like, why was it even built? What was the real human cost? And, after all that effort, did it actually work? Well, let's dig in and find out.
All right, so where do we even begin? Let's start with the really captivating mythology that's grown up around the wall.
In China, a common name for the wall is the stone dragon. And there's this incredible legend that says its path was actually traced out by a mythical dragon, showing the builders exactly where to lay the stones.
Now, what's really fascinating here is that in Chinese culture, the dragon isn't this scary, fire-breathing monster. Not at all. It's actually a divine symbol, a symbol of protection, of good governance. So when you link the wall to a dragon, you're totally reframing it. It's not just a barrier anymore. It's this powerful, almost living guardian of the entire nation.
But okay, legends are one thing. The real story, the wall's true origin, comes from a very real and, frankly, a very desperate need for defense.
To really get why, we need to jump back in time way back, over 2,000 years ago. So picture this scene. To the south, you've got these prosperous, settled farming communities in China. But just to the north, you have nomadic tribes, like the Mongols, just trying to survive in these harsh, arid lands. So for these nomadic tribes, those rich Chinese settlements looked like a jackpot. They were a constant target. These tribes would frequently ride down, conducting raids to steal food, wealth, and anything else they needed to survive.
So what was the solution? Well, Emperor Qin Shi Huang decided to go big. He initiated the construction of a massive barrier. But this was a task way too big for just one ruler. It pretty much became a project that was handed down from generation to generation, dynasty after dynasty, for nearly 2,000 years.
Now, this monumental project, as amazing as it was also a human tragedy. One that earned the wall a truly, truly grim nickname.
I mean, this wall was literally built on the backs of over 2 million laborers, and we're talking a mix of regular folks and prisoners who were just forced into service. And the conditions? They were unimaginable. Think 18-hour workdays, near starvation, freezing cold, all while doing incredibly dangerous construction work.
And the result of all that? A staggering death toll. It's estimated that 500,000 workers died from disease, from exhaustion, from accidents, from starvation. To put that in perspective, that's basically a life lost for every 40 meters of the wall.
The pace of construction was just so relentless, there was literally no time to send the dead home. So what happened? They were often buried right there, inside the wall's foundation, or in huge mass graves right next to it. And that's how it cemented its legacy as, well, the world's largest cemetery.
So, after all that sacrifice, after all that incredible ambition, all that work stretching across centuries, you just have to ask, right? Was the Great Wall even any good at its main job?
Well, when you look at the history books, it's a bit of a paradox. I mean, for all its fearsome reputation, the wall was breached multiple times. The great Genghis Khan, he crossed it back in the 13th century. And then in 1644, Manchu invaders just swept right past it, which actually led to the collapse of the Ming Dynasty.
And this really highlights a fundamental truth, doesn't it? A wall, no matter how big, is only as strong as the people who guard it. You see, many of the biggest breaches didn't happen because someone smashed through the stone. They happened through betrayal, when guards were simply bribed to open the gates.
So if its military record is, well, mixed, it often failed against huge armies, but it was pretty good at controlling trade and movement, what is the wall's real legacy today?
Well, its whole purpose is completely transformed. Today, it's not a military barrier at all.
It's a global icon that brings in over 10 million visitors every single year. It stands as this incredible physical record of Chinese history, a story you can literally walk on, told across 25,000 watchtowers built by at least 7 different dynasties.
Now, the wall isn't just stone and dirt, it's a living history. It really embodies the entire story of China, a tale of massive imperial ambition, unbelievable ingenuity, and also profound, heartbreaking human suffering. It was literally a line on a map made real, a symbol of an empire's power and its people's incredible endurance.
And all this leaves us with a final, really thought-provoking question. Think about it. The Great Wall was built to keep people out. It was a symbol of division. But today, it's a global unifier that brings millions of people together. So what really defines a monument like this? Is it the original reason it was built? Or is it the meaning it picks up over centuries of history?